Alright guys, here's Spinning Fire Blossom on PTR. The second orc I had copied is Horde, so potentially a little bit more burst if you're a human. Likely anyone who complains about monk damage is probably going to get hit by a human stacking full mastery. My mic would be muted. No, it's not. Okay. Is likely going to be by a human stacking full mastery, so it's not entirely accurate, but they did update the Tiger's Eye Brew mastery thingy, so the tooltip actually states, so it goes up to 47% increased damage. Looking at the number, I think I have like 65, or maybe it's like 6k-ish. You could go back a second and look at it. Which seems just a tad low. Maybe I forgot to reforge something, maybe some other off piece, whatever. Something it looks like I forgot because I have slightly more crit than that on live, and there's more stats on the tyrannical gear, although not that much. So it does feel like it should be a little bit higher, probably pushing 50%, maybe 49. But regardless, here's how hard it's going to hit. If I do this unbuffed, I'm going to be so pissed because that's 5% damage. Point being, you have almost no crit, and as you watch, very little haste to regen ruin, or energy. So it's obviously not going to be the best. I think a mix. I think I probably have too little mastery because as a stat, I don't particularly like it. I feel like the crit, if you crit your Rising Sun kick, it's a lot of damage, it's a lot of burst. If you crit some of your Fist of Fury or Blackout kick, it has way more kill potential than the 10 stack. Like, with 10 stack, I feel like overall the damage is the same unless you get a crit, which is a pretty goddamn low chance. Okay, I did buff. Tailoring Cloak, Blood Fury on use. That's pretty much the best I'm going to get. A Dancing Steel proc, and on a training dummy, I'm launching off 140Ks. As stuff falls off, you see it go down a little bit. The Rising Sun kick debuff is going to fall off. By comparison, apparently Rising Sun crits for 230k as whatever fell off. So 15% and a couple of proc trinkets on that would put it probably close to 300. I'm pretty sure that's what I get with a full stack and everything up on Tiger's Eye Brew. Point being, Spinning Fire Blossom actually hits obscenely hard for a ranged ability. Obviously, with the Wind Fury attacks and just the other abilities thrown in, some of the armor pin, well actually not the armor pin because Spinning Fire Blossom does magic. It's a lot of damage. For a subsequent thingy, or for a ranged talent, it's a lot closer than I expected. It's a 2's game against what looks like a very bad rogue shaman team. Apologies if you're watching this, but it feels like you're just playing a new character. Because when I do this, normally I'm used to like 2v1ing and dicking around forever until I'm on Tiger's Eye Brew, and I get like 150 or 200 MS on the PvE server where I copied this one too, just because that's where the Horde players are, I guess. But this is just to show you how hard it hits in an arena match. I think I did crit a DK in the last video for like 80k on a human that's not full mastery. What you're going to see here is actually just like the stupidest thing in the world. Like, I'm entirely against this. I would say it's nice that we have a range damage ability that can keep up a chunk of damage. You really only can jab for chi, which makes it okay, but it is just a little bit too strong in my opinion. That's a fantastic chi wave right there that just almost broke the shaman out, and he got polyed on it, so stuff. But yeah. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about. You'll see the chi waves in a second, or not the chi waves, the Spinning Fire Blossoms in a second. I build up 10 stacks because, well, we're just sort of dicking around. And do it, and we kill them with it. So it's at the very end of this. But I wish Dampen Harm was actually worth a shit, because healing elixirs is better in every way, and like, it's really annoying to see people complain about the off healing when it's how you survive. Because my shield wall is not useful. I would love to have an effective shield wall instead of 15% of my health in lieu of damage. It keeps you from really stacking Tiger's Eye Brew effectively. You have to use like Fortifying Brew, which is actually pretty good on because you get the last stand, or the energy regen. But like I said, this rogue doesn't seem like it's his main tune, so I'm able to casually survive without using it too much, just from off healing my mage and just sort of messing around a little bit as I stack up my stuff. So totems also don't have resilience, just in case you were wondering. It doesn't just hit for 80k. I wish it did. It is a matter of getting the cooldowns up. It does hit for probably, I'm sure I do one at some point, 30k maybe, non-crit. Without the cooldowns really are everything about it. But that's just new mastery and a mastery monk, which, as you can tell, it just takes forever. Anyway, I thought this game was shorter. Yeah. Waiting for 10 stack. And the reason I wanted to do this in an arena match was I get to see the resilience change. And it's like it's against real people, so I won't have perfect procs like I would on uh the training dummy. Like on a training dummy I can get perfect procs. I can have up everything I need. Don't know why I'm not doing buttons right now. Should be like, do I do it with 9 stacks? I could do it with 9 stacks, it wouldn't be an issue. Maybe just like trying to win 2v1. It's annoying. Um, what was I saying? In an arena match, I won't have my perfect proc setup, so it's about what you're gonna see if a monk uses cooldowns and stuff and tries to do damage that way. I'm almost at 10 stacks. There's a kidney. Just trinket it. Come on, 10th stack. There it is. Okay. Rogue cloaked, so I'm gonna wait for that. Stun him. Sap shaman. Oh, you got polyed. There's everything. And here comes the 86k non-crit spinning fire blossoms to kill the rogue. Okay. Ignore the lack of exhale because that's where I chose to cut the audio. And there's also a little bit of static. Maybe it's just through my headset that I can hear it. But if it goes through like this, where you see my spinning fire blossom, where you see the, I think it's T1, T2, T3. I haven't dragged the clip over so I can't see it. And like F1, F2, F3, and the keybinds that show question marks. Those are all going to show the Icy Touch keybind, and I'm going to pretend I'm a Season 5 DK, because this is really silly. It's not quite as stupid as 5 DK, but it's damn close. Anyway, thanks for watching. Spinning Fire Blossoms are silly.